Hey, so I wanted to answer the question, which online course platform is the one you should be using if you're using GoHighLevel? And my answer is an answer similar to one that I've written up in a blog article series I published a while back. I'll provide a link down below so you can get a hold of that. It's much longer. It's got a lot more details. But the question you're really asking is, should I use a software as a service based online course platform, or should I use a platform like WordPress to do it? Those are really the two answers. And GoHighLevel's online course option, and not everybody even knows that GoHighLevel provides one, is a software as a service option, similar to if you use Kajabi, Teachable, Thinkific, and there's a bunch of other ones. Now, not necessarily the problem, the limitation you have when you're using any software as a service platform for your online course is that you only have the functions that they provide to you. You don't have anything else. Now, these SaaS, and I'll say SaaS as opposed to software as a service just because it's shorter. These SaaS solutions are aimed at addressing a large market. Otherwise, they don't have a really good business to work with. But they are addressing the needs of, let's say, 50 to 75% of the market. They don't intend to be everything for everybody needing an online course. And so that being the case, you have to keep in mind that as you're developing your online course, are you okay with those limitations? And you're making a decision today that has a lot of implications long term. So in the short term, you're probably thinking, how do I get this thing up and running fast? How do I reduce my investment? How do I test things out so that I'm investing based on how much this thing is making? And at the beginning, it might not be making much of anything. So at the beginning, you really want something that's easy to use. It doesn't require you bringing in a consulting team, or whatever, or investing a lot of your own time building it. So software as a service solutions tend to be very good for that. Now, the other option is the WordPress one. Now, the WordPress one is one that requires that you know how to build a website using WordPress. And a lot of people do know how to do that. The other thing it assumes is that you understand how to use WordPress in order to build an online course site. And I've been building these things for many years. We started building online course sites in probably about 2014, 15. And then in about 2018, we started using LearnDash, which is a learning management system. Really good platform to use along with WordPress. And so once you get into that kind of a solution, sky's the limit. You can do whatever you want. However, your upfront investment, the amount of time needed to get it up and running, and the need for a team like ours to help you with it is going to be more likely. So you have a higher upfront investment. So those are kind of the two things you have going on. Now, GoHighLevel, if you're a user and you have an agency account, go ahead and check out the GoHighLevel University. You'll go in there, and there's actually other places in the tool. GoHighLevel uses their own course platform to deliver a lot of their learning, their tutorials, and things like that. So you get a really good idea of how it works. They've also got a membership feature which allows you to create environments where your users can talk to each other, via Facebook-like threads or news feeds. So you really want to make sure you select the right platform for yourself up front, or make sure that you're making a decision with the understanding that you may have to change to WordPress or to something more advanced in the future. And that might be okay. Now, for those of you that aren't familiar with WordPress, you can build a very simple, straightforward WordPress-based online course and not spend a huge fortune, but it's more than just signing up for Kajabi and just getting going.